the New 80s Revolution with Jason Nupp, a one and all show full of fun where anything can and does happen. Pickups, fan mail, toy reviews, camping with the New 80s Revolution Jr. Whatever the heck else does not fit into a specific category, Jason covers it right here, folks. And now, the host of the New 80s Revolution, Jason Nupp.
What's up, Jason Nupp, New 80s Revolution down here in the cave. Just a quick video, a Saturday here, just to say hello. I got a few pickups and just a few shout outs, I guess, and that's about that. I also wanted to talk about Comic-Cons and COVID. Yeah, that's right. So we'll get to that. Let's do the fun stuff first. We got a few things. Not enough to make a whole collecting is half the battle episode. But even though the 1986 G.I. Joe figures are aplenty, they're deep. There's a lot. Some of them, and ooh, that's loose. Many of them are expensive. Some of them are super cheap. And I was able to just randomly jump on the old eBay and grab a super cheap 1986 figure that now that I have in my hands, his legs are extremely loose, maybe even to the point where he won't stand. I'm a little nervous about this. We might have to do some surgery on him. But for less than $12, we've got 1986 Sci-Fi. That's right. Not a character that I am familiar with at all. And I guess, like I said, I'll probably have to start watching the cartoon in a little bit more detail. But this is Sci-Fi with, like I said, some pretty loose legs. So we'll have to see if he even stands with the stands that I have. Not bad. Not bad. Hopefully he works out just fine. But for $12, I added Sci-Fi. Sci-Fi is complete with, backpack thingy and hose, which you never, ever, ever see. The hose, so we can attach that to the back of the backpack. And then I believe it just kind of fits in this little notch. And then here's his weapon, and the hose connects to the bottom of the weapon like so, and then it, I believe, goes into his hand like so. So we've got to we gotta tighten him up a little bit. But we got Sci-Fi with backpack, with hose, with weapon, and always a little bonus treat, file card. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. If you take a look at the other side, you get that offer for that free Sergeant Slaughter mail away. Love that. This apparently came from Easy Does It Comics and Collectibles. They included a business card. So if you want to check them out on eBay, Easy Does It Comics and Collectibles. Very fast shipping. It took about 2 days to get here from the time I paid. And like I said, we just got to tighten them up a little bit. I didn't read the description, and nothing stood out. They didn't mention loose legs or anything. But I have a few figures like this, and I can just simply. I think it'll be fine once I get them on the stand and get them on the shelf, and I think we'll be okay. So Sci-Fi is off the list. He has joined the 1986 G.I. Joe shelf. More excitedly, we have yet another taped from TV Friday the 13th. That's my label. I put that on. But Friday the 13th Part 2 on a beautiful Sony VHS tape. Awesome. So now I have Part 5 and Part 2 on VHS taped from TV. This was taped from USA in 1986. Yeah. And so I can't remember the guy's name, but what was that show on USA? It was like Captain something. He wore like a red superhero's outfit, and he hosted USA horror movies on like Sunday afternoon. It was before Rhonda Shear, I think, who she just did Up All Night, I think. Anyway, but what's his name? Captain something. Yeah. And so that's on here. That, the bumpers for that. It's his show. So there are a few commercials. They mentioned in the ad that there's that they did cut out some of the commercials while they were taping this, but there are a few 1986 USA Network. Boom, that's amazing. Love that. I got part 2. I got part 5, and I do have an item coming. I think it's Jason Takes Manhattan or Jason X. I think I won Jason X on VHS as well, which is cool. So that's coming in the mail. Finn, can you go around there and get me that thing that's sitting on the garbage can?
Do you have Jason X?
I don't. I have it on other formats. Yes, I don't have it on VHS yet. Okay, so that's a couple of fun little items. Now this, my man G.I. Joe Ron, we started talking about this item last year, and I've been looking for it at flea markets, at thrift stores, in like the office supplies section where you see a lot of binders and a lot of stuff like that. And they're expensive on eBay. We're talking like $40, $50, $60 expensive. What I was looking for was a Trapper Keeper from the good old days of 1985. And, as much as I'll spend money frivolously on stuff, I didn't want to pay $60 for a Trapper Keeper, So, Walmart and the Mead Company heard my request, obviously watched the show, and put out brand new Trapper Keepers, Walmart exclusive Trapper Keepers. And oh yes, I've already got one. They're only $9. These are $8.99 at Walmart, and they have, I think, 4 or 6 styles. And of course, I've got like and they're all classic 80s. And guys, they are legit. These are not. There's nothing new about these. They did it right. We got 2 folders that come with it. Inside the folders, we've got the measurements. Remember how you had all your cheat measurements there? So we got 2 folders. We've got a pocket for all your WWF wrestling cards that you're going to bring to school. And then I bought, like for 39 cents, I bought a ream of paper and put in some paper. So I have a Trapper Keeper. And again, it is very, very, very authentic. There's like no labeling on here that says it's 2021, right? There's no website information. We've even got the clipboard, right? We got that. So this is very, 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 very authentic. And they killed it. And I'm so glad. And they're $8.99. And they're 6. 4 or 6, like I said. They say Mead up in the corner. They say Trapper Keeper right where are we? Oh, we're right here. Trapper Keeper on the side. Boom. All the styles are 80s styles. There's some like boy ones, there's some girl ones. I think I'm getting them all. I know that's kind of crazy, but I think I'm getting all 6 Trapper Keepers from Walmart for the low price of $8.99. That's awesome. This is my favorite pickup. Maybe the Friday the 13th part 2. All right. So, COVID. Many of you watched the week-long series or 10-day series or so I did in January when I got COVID. And got vaccinated and all that. And I've been working, and I have been very, very very loose with the mask. I don't wear my mask anymore unless I'm working with a patient and they want it on or they're wearing one. If they're wearing one and they don't take it off, I'm wearing one to be courteous. I'm also in an office, up to 6, 7, 8 hours a day in a closed room with no ventilation, and like 15 feet from a person or less. So the last couple of weeks, we've done some things. Our town has a carnival, and as gross as it is, the kids like to go. So we went to the carnival, and we were elbow to elbow with people, primarily unmasked. We were unmasked. And we've gone out to dinner plenty of times like we used to, and we've, done our thing. And I got a cold like a couple of days ago. I'm still working the cold. And, my head is stuffy and, my nose is runny and I've sneezed a couple of times. No fever, nothing like that. But automatically, like, the thoughts are like, whoa, what is this? And now the news is talking all about, how the Delta variant is breaking through and, these breakthrough cases where vaccinated people are getting sick. The Yankees just went through a whole, rash of COVID issues and at the worst time of the season possible. But so then it got me thinking. Now I'm not going to lie, the cold that I feel now made me think. It made me a little concerned, like not over the top concerned, but like, because I haven't had a cold since COVID started. And then I'm thinking, well, we weren't around anybody and we were wearing masks, and maybe I didn't catch a cold because we weren't around anyone. And, maybe my immune system started to dip a little bit because I wasn't around anybody and I wasn't fighting off, regular viruses or whatever. And so maybe I'm a little more susceptible to the common cold. But it makes me think about what's coming in August and September of this year. So in about 2 weeks, I'm going to go to Steel City Con for 2 days in Pennsylvania. The hotel is booked for 2 days. I have heard that Steel City Con is packed. It's like bumper to bumper, elbow to elbow people. And I'm going. There's already been a few cancellations now that Delta is ramping up. There's already been a few celebrities who have pulled out. Thankfully, nobody I was going for. I'm going for Robert Englund and Ken Kersinger, one of the Jason Voorhees actors, and we're doing a Freddy vs. Jason photo op. And I am over the moon about that. It's like a $250 photograph. Kersinger in costume, Robert Englund with Freddy glove, me in the middle holding these two icons back from killing each other. I can't wait for that. But I will tell you, I will be slightly uncomfortable standing in the middle of a massively packed convention. I will, especially when we're in line. Robert Englund's line is going to be massive for an autograph. We know that. It's going to be an hour wait in line or more. If people are going to shell out the money, the Freddy vs. Jason photo op is going to be a long line. And you're standing there and, you're breathing in everybody's crap. So I'm going. I am going. Unless Robert Englund cancels or something, I am going. But I will tell you this, I believe I'm going to wear a mask throughout the convention. I think that's way too many people. Way, way, way too many people to go unmasked. And I know some of you will disagree and be like, it's scam. And that's okay. But I just thought I would let you know my thoughts on, this Delta thing taking off, coming from somebody who's already had COVID. I will go. I will go to the Steel City Con, and I will go to RetroCon in September. And, I've been there before, and that's busy too, but it's not like Comic-Con busy. RetroCon is more like a big giant toy show. But I'm going to go. But I'm probably going to mask up at these events. So if you're looking for me at Steel City Con, I'm the guy with the mask on. All right. So that's that. Mrs. Revolution, TN80s half-hour, power hour. Extremely popular. Extremely popular. Lot of views in comparison to the other shows. So you guys enjoyed that. Several of you have asked for a house tour. We're going to do a dual house tour. Her and I are going to walk around the house and, swap cameras and she'll talk about her stuff. I'll talk about mine. We'll do some shots together in the house. And I'm trying to figure out maybe a monthly show for her and I to do our thing down here. I don't know what it could be. We talk about her interests, her collection. I don't know. I'm trying to think. I thought maybe of a cooking show where like two people who, can't work well together cooking a meal. I don't know. I'm thinking. So that's that. TN80s Hour, Half Hour, Power Hour is a big hit. It's my favorite show that I do right now. All the other stuff is still out there. We'll still continue to do it. I've got, like I said, 6 or 7 episodes of questions left, and we'll get that back going soon. Pickups I just did. That's about it. I think maybe a vintage horror night in the next week or so. Maybe 2 episodes of the Power Hour coming as well, and then we go from there. Till then, that's the check-in. We'll see y'all later. I'm going to go hang out with my Trapper Keeper and maybe write some notes to some girls or something. See you soon. Good night now.